what is the difference between value and virtue? Virtue is nothing but a positive value. Anything which is a positive value is what? It is virtue. So positive value is the virtue. What is a value? Value is a preference held by an individual. Value is a preference held by an individual. Can somebody have a preference of being greedy in nature? Can somebody be greedy in nature? Greed can be a value. See, so what is the difference between value and virtue? Value can be both positive and negative. Value, it can be both positive and negative. What about virtue? It is always positive in nature. It is always positive in nature. ठीक है? Example of value. So example of value, you can have the value example like positive values. What are positive values? First start with virtues. See, in ethics paper, if you have to score more marks, what do you have to write? See, understand, every paper has a particular way of writing an answer. Okay? So if let's start with the GS. In GS1, you have your geography, you have your society, you have history. ठीक है? हर पेपर का अपना एक तरीका होता है. Every paper has their own vocabulary of writing an answer. ठीक है? For example, if I say geography, for geography the vocabulary is the diagram. For geography the vocabulary is example. For geography the vocabulary is case study. For geography the keywords. There are keywords. Okay. When I say, if you know, when I say the word EU static changes, how many of you understand this word? EU static changes. How many of you understand this word? EU static changes means sea level change. Global sea level changes. Global sea level change. Now, tell me where this word will come, in which subject this word can come. It will come in geography, right? It will come in geography. Because in geography only, we say sea level changes, global warming, climate change. We generally, not in history and society. The point that I'm trying to bring here is, every subject has its own vocabulary. So ethics has its own vocabulary. Ethics की अपनी ही भाषा होती है. We have to write in that language to gain more marks. If you want to gain maximum marks, you will have to write in that language. ठीक है? So when we say ethics, there are certain terms. There are certain terms that you have to use. You have to use terms like, so it's your ingenuity that you start using those terms. Character, you use terms like Plato, Aristotle, Buddhism, Gandhiji. Basically, these are examples. Okay? You use terms like justice, fairness, equality, virtue. Okay? So this is the language of ethics. If as an examiner, if I don't see these keywords, I have a tendency that you have not addressed the ethics answer appropriately. Okay? So here we are starting off with see, virtue. This term you can use in your ethics. So what are virtues? Different people have different virtues. So as per Plato, the virtues are JFPT: justice, fairness, prudence, tolerance. So these are the virtues. So a person should follow justice, a person should follow fortitude, a person should be prudent, a person should have good temperance. ठीक है? So as per Plato, the virtues are JFPT. As per the Nolan Committee, the values are, you have what a person should be, what a civil servant should be. He should be selfless. A person should be open, should follow openness, should follow honesty, should follow integrity, should follow loyalty. ठीक है? So these are the virtues that a person should follow in life. What do we mean by fortitude? Anybody, do you have an idea? This was a question asked in UPSC. If you have analyzed the PYQ, you will know that they had simply asked, what do you understand by fortitude? What do you understand by fortitude? This was the question that was asked. It is not courage. It is not courage only. It is courage at the time of difficulty. So what is fortitude? Fortitude is courage at the time of difficulty. Courage at the time of difficulty. What do we mean by temperance? What is temperance? What is temperance? Temperance, if I say temperance, two words. Temperance means avoiding extremities. Extremities. So temperance means what? Avoid extremities. You have to avoid extremities. So extremities, no, it's not emotional intelligence. It's not, it's a value. Emotional intelligence is a very different concept. You don't follow extremities. Like, for example, one extremity would be timid. A person is timid, is not having strength. The other person would be foolhardy. Foolhardy. And temperance means courage. See, timid person is a person who gets afraid very easily. He feels afraid. This is a timid. A foolhardy is person that will ride the bike with both the hands on the air. I am, अपन ही भगवान है, ठीक है? I am सर्वस्त्र ब्रह्मा हमारे अंदर है. I am a foolhardy person. So courage is a temperance. Courage becomes temperance. So do you understand? A person who follows temperance follows avoid extremities. Do you understand? So this is a virtue that a person should follow. Temperance.